This is how you write real music without AI after falling into a river. Howdy everybody, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time to the channel, then you're in for a treat because you're going to see a picture of me falling into a river. Yes, that doesn't happen every single day, trust me. So recently when I went to Germany for Guitar Summit, I took the time to go and see a couple of my friends, and one of my friends lives down in Stuttgart. He's a really close and good friend of mine, Rainer. And I'm kind of in a band with him. His band is called Rainium, and we did an album together a few years ago. I played the solos on the album, and he did the rhythm guitar work, and Michael Voss, he did the vocals on it. It's a pretty cool album. Michael actually mixed the album as well. So go and check that out. I have a full music video on my channel. Anyways, while I was visiting Rainer, we did a bunch of really cool things, and one of the awesome things that we did was we sat down and wrote a song. Well, I kind of wrote a song for him while I was at his place. I wasn't in my studio, didn't have my guitars, but I had some basic equipment in his basement, and it was just the most fun thing. Now, we had zero AI involved in this. I know AI is a big thing in the music industry at the moment, and there's been a lot of debate about it. Look, I don't have an issue with AI in general. It can be a useful tool, but I'm still a real musician at heart. I love writing music. It's a passion of mine. I like to exercise that muscle, and over the last few years I've exercised it, and it's become strong. It is literally like a bodybuilder of like musical muscles now for me, if that's a thing. So when I write music, I want it to come from in here, from me. And then I do use AI tools. I've been using Suno Studio very recently after seeing Henning Pauli's video about it, just to add some keyboard parts and orchestral arrangements to a couple of my tracks, but only a little bit. I wrote the rest of it. Now, I do think that AI music is going to materially change the music industry, and massively as well. But I'll tell you about that near the end of the video. If you want to jump forward, then the whole video is time coded, so you can skip all of the stuff where I'm hanging out with my buddy. I'll leave that up to you. But if you want to see some really good stuff, then stick around because this is a really great story. But anyways, let me tell you the story about how this all came about. So like I said, I was visiting Rainer during my recent trip. I always like to go and see him because he's a really cool guy. He's a really good friend, and what's better than hanging out with great friends and writing some music? But we did a ton more. Look, I arrived in Stuttgart on the Thursday, and we just hung out in Stuttgart that day and went for an amazing steak. I wish I'd taken a photo of that steak. It was such a... I can still taste it right now. Friday, I actually moved to Esslingen, where Rainer lives, and I was staying in a hotel there just down the road from where he lives, and we hung out for the day. And then in the evening, we went to see Megadeth and Disturbed play a concert in Stuttgart. It was absolutely freaking amazing. We missed most of Megadeth, unfortunately, because of parking snafus and traffic, etc. But we did catch Holy Wars. Yeah. And it was amazing. Disturbed were just outstanding as well. So on Saturday, my plan was to write a track for Rainer. He's writing this new album. He wanted some music from me, and he'd actually picked a couple of songs that I'd previously done. You've probably heard them on the channel, but they didn't quite fit the album. So I wanted to write something for him, just something bespoke. This was a real opportunity for me to show him my process, and also I thought, hey, let me just set up a couple of cameras and capture it and then share it with you guys. Because writing music isn't every single day thing for me. I love doing it. I love being in here in my space and coming up with ideas and riffs and licks and putting songs together, arrangements together. I teach this to my students now as well, and I like passing this knowledge on. So that was the plan. But Rainer wanted to take me on a canoe ride around Esslingen first thing in the morning, and I was a little bit skeptical because it was like, I don't know about that. So I turned up in my jeans and, you know, got my mobile phone and my wallet in my pocket and stuff like that, and all was going fine until, zip. Yeah, we flipped over and I was wet head to toe. Everything, my mobile phone, my wallet, everything. Now luckily it was a short walk back to the hotel, but our friend Eckhart very kindly photographed it while we were falling in and stuff. And I'm kind of glad he did. Look, it's a fantastic memory that we have. It is so memorable that we did that. Anyways, after that, what did we do? Well, went back to the hotel and had a hot shower, dried off, hairdryer, etc., etc. Got ready, and then we went guitar shopping. Because that's what you do after falling into a river, right? And before writing a song, because hey, you need new gear. I wasn't buying, by the way. Well, I did kind of buy something, which I'll show you in a second. But we headed down to Stuttgart and an amazing, amazing store called Sound of Music there. I want to say a huge, huge thank you to Hans and his wonderful daughter Claudine for accommodating us, because we got there a little bit later and they let us stay in there even after they closed up. They're both absolute sweethearts, and this store was so inspiring. Again, you know, just being in a space where there were real people and real guitars where you could kind of pick them up and play them and stuff. Such a different experience, you know. A lot of the time we're actually purchasing gear off the internet and we don't have that human contact. It's the same with music. Most of the time I'm in here by myself writing music. I use my drum machines, I play all my instruments, etc., but I don't get to interact with people. But when I do get to interact with people, it is so, so special. So going down to the Sound of Music and checking out all of their gear was incredible. Rainer was thinking about buying a guitar, so was his son Joris, who actually plays on the track, which you're going to see the process of in just a second. Anyways, Rainer and Joris didn't find the guitars that they wanted, but I bought this. Yeah, this is the Rodenberg SLOD. It is an incredible drive pedal. I'm going to do a full video on this really soon, and you want to hear this because this is stunning. This is Steve Lukather's kind of signature pedal. So if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because trust me, you want to hear this. Absolutely spectacular. Anyways, this video is not about this pedal, so let's get back to the subject. So once we got back, Rainer had this idea. Joris is a guitar player as well, and he plays some classical guitar parts. And Rainer wanted him to play a little classical part as the beginning of a song. So this is where it all started. It was the nub of an idea. It was the actual nexus which created the rest of it. So we got him to lay it down. This kid was amazing. He laid it down in like 3-4 takes. That's it. He'd just done it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Rainer said to me, but what do we actually play after that? And I said, I know exactly what to play. And this is what I did. How cool's that riff? I was probably inspired a little bit by watching Disturbed the previous night, because it kind of felt like that type of energy. But I also wanted to create that contrast. And this is what I was explaining to Rainer when he was saying, how did you come up with that? And I was saying, well, we've got this beautiful classical piece at the beginning of the track. I want to create something which is actually going to be really punchy right after that. So that's what I did. I created something which was heavy and it was energized and it was driving. It was the human contact that did that. Like I said, AI is an incredible tool and it can be really, really helpful. But you know what? This was actually interacting with people and reacting to something which I was hearing. That's how I work. Even with my own stuff, when I'm writing music, I'm actually reacting to what I'm coming up with. If I come up with a riff, then if I go to like a pre-chorus section or something, then I want to do something that's counterpoint to what I've just done, so that it feels like there's some energy in it and there's a step up. It can't just flatline for me. It has to be a journey. It has to kind of like, you know, have its dips and it's got to have its rises, go up a gear, go up a gear, go up a gear until there's a crescendo. Because then when you guys hear it, you can feel it. And I think that's what I try to project in all of my music. Anyways, once we'd done that, then I needed to write the rest of it. But we had a beer festival to go to that evening. Yeah. Which was amazing. I'll show you a little picture of that. We actually got these little glasses where we could sample just lots and lots of beer. And Rainer actually treated me to that actually, which was phenomenal. It was a really, really great evening. So the next day, Sunday, was the day I was actually flying back to the UK, and I went round to Rainer's in the morning. We hung out for a couple of hours, and then I wanted to finish off the song. And he said, will we get it done? And I said, absolutely. Absolutely, we'll get it done. I work very quickly. And like I said, I exercise this muscle all the time. When you actually practice something, you get good at it. You don't necessarily need tools to actually help you with it, to help you with lifting something. I do the heavy lifting because, hey, you know what? My musical muscles are a bodybuilder. I literally train it every single day when I come into the studio. That's how I got good at writing music and composing and arranging. I understand it. I can pass it on. So I said to him, let's plug in. And literally 2 hours later, we had a full track. I'd love to share this process with you. So check out what we did. Now, one thing that I'll say is I completely lost the footage on one of the cameras where I had my microphone plugged into and stuff. That was a real shame, but I did get plenty of footage which you guys can check out. So I hope you enjoy watching this. This is how I write music. Check it out. C2 That's how you do it, one take. And done.
You need to double up or?
No, no double ups.
Not this one.
Not clean guitars. I never double up clean guitars. I'll just add
Stereo.
yeah, just a stereoizer on that, and that will be great. All right.
Bin ich raus?
Nee, also du bist.
Should I be off?
Das wäre dann so.
You can be singing in the background.
Okay.
Du darfst aber nicht so ernst gucken. You have to smile.
Yeah, you come.
Critical.
So I'm going to modulate to the key of A for the pre-chorus and then resolve to E, just to make it kind of a bit fun and stuff. You guys like that?
Ja, cool.
Really
Yeah.
cool.
Ja.
Awesome. All right. It'll sound better once the bass is down and stuff. All right. Let's give let's give this a try. Get this recorded. All right. This is guitar number one. So I'll do those as insets. Okay, let's get this part done. It would help muchly if I had my hands in the right place. Don't show them this. Don't show them this. Don't show them this. Didn't do the drums for long enough.
Yeah, that's missing.
But it sounds good so far. Alright. And I didn't put the drums for the next section either. So I'll do that first. Which would just be same as the beginning. Oh. Your Z's in the wrong, well, in a different place on my keyboard. Oops. Copy. Good. Alright, I've got that done now. Brilliant. Alright. Let's try this. That's what I want to do. Mistakes in there. I didn't like that take. I should have stopped off there. So I'll just punch in from the next part. Great. I think that's part of the song idea. Alright, I'm going to set your task right now. You've got to come up with some Dream Theater keyboards for this.
No.
Yeah, right now. Not kidding. But just once you listen to it, listen to some Dream Theater, see if you can come up with some kind of that type of inspired. I hear a kind of. It'll just be a cool thing to do, and it'll get you your keyboard skills involved in this as well.
Okay, I will check out.
Is it start?
Yeah.
Yeah,
stop
okay,
now.
it's start.
Yeah. You just so I'll just put those chugs down. Yeah. Correct idea. It's just me being rubbish at playing, which does happen a lot. Don't tell them that though. That kind of right idea, but some looming. That's what I need to do, get that vibe. To the wonderful world of recording songs and messing up takes. Done. Let's do the second track. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to try something asymmetric. No, that won't work then. No, that has to be tight. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's do it. Mistakes on both of those tracks. Maybe just redo everything. But that's the right idea, I think. What do you think? Does that work?
Yeah, but it needs to be tight with doubling, no?
You do then.
No. Tighter.
No, I know what you mean. I'd messed up a little bit of the timing on the beginning of the first one. That's why the second one didn't work so well. that was nicer. That felt better to play as well. Okay. Right, let's double that up. I think that one worked.
Yours. What's
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Love it.
Right. Cool. Remind myself what I did in the actual first verse. 28, that's what I did. Yeah, I'll do that. That sounds really cool. Alright, let's try this. Maybe I'll play the right chord next time. Needed to go to D there, right. I'm not used to working on a MacBook, so the commands are slightly different.
Yeah. Strange.
Alright. So, alright, I'm going to try and do this. Here we go again. That came out. Yeah, that didn't sound good. Alright, one more time. Good choice. But you know what? This is pretty cool because, you know, I'm in your studio doing what I usually do on your MacBook, and it kind of, I guess it shows you can do this anywhere as long as you have some of the right tools and stuff, and you just get on with it and do it, right? Let's try it again, one more time. too long. Programmed it too long. That's long enough, isn't it, for the second verse?
This is how many bars is it?
8 bars, I think. So it's half the length of the first. It's just this section here, essentially. So, okay. Actually, how did that? Oh, you know what? I know what happened there. It's just the actual the length. I put in an extra section there. Oops. Thanks. I'd actually put in an extra section of drums there. That would make sense. Yeah, there was that extra section of like drums there. All right, I'll have to re-record all of that then. And then go into the pre-chorus section, which is... Yeah, I'm going to play it like that for the second time.
Yes.
What do you reckon, Norris? Yeah? Sound good? Yeah, that sounds good, doesn't it? Yeah, it's very kind of rock and roll. Turn into punk. All right. Let's try this one more time. Ooh, all right. So let's try this now. I think I did the chorus too short. Was the chorus too short? I just did one revolution. Do you want me to do 2 revolutions, or did that sound okay?
This is after it's first 2.
This is the second chorus.
Yeah, second chorus.
Yeah. Would you prefer it doubled up or?
Here the first 2 is the 8 bars you sing.
Yeah, I know what I did there actually. It was because I went into the I went into that section after the chorus on the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So the chorus was the same length actually. It's quite long. Yeah, that's the right length. I just need to just adjust the drums, but that was I think. that's when I come in. You know what? I'm going to redo the. I think.
I'm confused. The section for the solo you recorded.
Yeah.
Where's this coming?
Where's it coming? What do you mean? Where?
Where's the section you recorded for the?
This is the chorus.
Yeah.
The end of the chorus.
Yeah.
So the solo comes straight after that.
Okay.
But I'm kind of. I think I'll redo that solo section because I want to do C. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
reckon that sound good?
Yeah.
Cool. Is it Rainium enough?
Rainium enough.
It's Rainium enough. We know this. All right, let me record that section, and then I'll go into the ending section as well. Yeah. All right. Let's. All right. Start a new file. Stop recording. All right. So what I'll do, I'll redo the solo section, and then I'm going to go into the ending section, and I'll fill in that thing where I'm doing because I have to turn the guitar down at that one. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do this.
But this you're not taking a one shot, so for the.
No,
yeah.
I'll wait for that to finish, and then I'll go into the that part. Okay. Okay. Didn't do the damn it. That's alright, I can punch in that ending. 2 bars. That sounded cool. I like that solo section there. So we'll flip scripts here. You do the solo for this one, right?
Oh!
Yes. Should have done a 4-bar count in there. Right, here it is. That was messy. Don't curse while you're recording, by the way, kids.
Cool.
We got a take now.
Very cool.
Just got to save that, double it up, and just do that ending section, I guess. So where do we go from? Right. So I'm going I'll do the octave down on that one. Great. All right, let's give this a try. Dope. Not on that track. Thank you very much. We don't want to lose that one. C. Right, I need to go to. I was trying to figure it out while I was playing in the damn thing.
Yes.
It's because I was messing up. That's
Yeah.
I keep forgetting my damn chords. All right. This is B, C, D. Then I did A, and then the F, right? Then I did A, D, C. Okay, cool. Fingers crossed. da-na-na-da-na-na. Screwed up there. But
But that you can punch in, no?
yeah, that one I'll punch in from here. Damn it. What was I doing at the end there? Needed to do that. Okay. Okay. Gonna punch in from the solo section because I did something specific there. Let's see if that works. It doesn't because it's quite muted. I think the octave will work better.
Yeah. Or if the fifths, maybe.
Fifth won't work. We're doing on what? Something like that?
Just to check.
Yeah, we could try it. Let me just have a jam to it then.
Yeah, before recording.
I don't really like the way it sounds because it's driving off the A. I could do that. No, I'm going fourth, aren't I? That'd be fifth. Let's try it. Don't like the way that sounds, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a bit.
I think that one sounds more balanced.
Yeah. The other is a bit. Yeah,
Kind of, they're fighting.
it's fighting, and it's a bit unclear
What's going on?
what's going on.
Yeah.
So you think, hey, what?
Right. Let's just do the octave then. do that and then I screw up. My fault. My bad. My pick was slipping out my hand. Sounded good then.
Yeah, cool. Or would it be option to have once octave and once regular, or always staying with the octave?
Yeah, I think always stay with the octave. So that was all of the guitar parts done. Now my process is always the same. I lay down the drums first, then I do guitars because primarily I'm a guitar player, then I do my bass parts. Now this is where everything starts to glue together. I always find that when I do the bass parts, it glues the drums to the guitars. And it's so cool to experience that when everything starts to come together. So I'm going to show you a little bit about how I did this part, and then we'll talk about how I think AI music is going to impact the world. I think it's going to have a major impact. Stick around for that. But first, let's do some bass parts. I got that down. I'll punch in the chorus and stuff. Cool!
Oh.
Bass done!
Hey,
Yeah! And just like that, we had a full track. And we have a full track for the album. For Rainer's new album. Which I'm more heavily involved with because I'm actually advising on production on this one, arrangement, I'm going to be playing the solos. I've obviously played all of the guitar parts on this track as well. I'll be doing the solos and stuff like that. He has some amazing singers lined up for this album, so trust me, you're going to want to hear it when it comes out, especially this song. I've heard the scratch vocals by the guy who did it. My goodness, I can feel the hairs on the back of my neck just standing on end because, oh man, trust me, he's a known singer and he just did an incredible job. You don't get to hear it today, unfortunately, but when the album is out, be sure to check it out. So after we did that, it was literally time to just have a quick snack and then say thanks to his wonderful family. His wife Steffi was so accommodating and hanging out with Joris. I actually did a little guitar lesson for him as well, just to pass on some tips and tricks, which I'm sure he appreciated, and it was fun doing as well. Again, one-to-one contact. Then we headed to the airport and within a few hours, I was back in the UK and back in Brighton as well, and back in my home and my studio. Now, like I said earlier, I don't have an issue with people using AI music tools to create parts, but for the core of it, I prefer to actually create the music and then have AI add to it rather than have AI do everything for me. That for me isn't writing music. It's not a person writing music. It is not interaction. It's not human interaction with people to create something, to create music, to create a track, to create guitar parts, to create vocal parts, to create anything. Of course, we don't all have every single skill necessary in order to record every part for every single song. Look, I've used drum machines and Tune Track Superior Drummer for years and years to create my drum tracks. But then once I have the basic track, I go into the MIDI and I screw with it and I make sure that I alter it until it sounds like it is playing along to what I'm playing, or I'm playing along to what it's playing to, like a band does. Everybody's reacting to each other. That's really important. If you are considering using AI tools, by all means explore it, but don't let it become your main thing. If you want to become a good songwriter, then exercise that muscle. Do the work, because it's a skill you'll acquire and you'll keep it forever and a day. I'm really grateful for this skill because I get to write music whenever I want, wherever I am. What are you going to do when the internet goes down and you cannot access the AI in order to create music? You're stuck. That's it. If you just rely on that to create music, then hey, man, you know, you're missing out on so much goodness. And yes, it is work. It does take work. But you know what? The journey is so incredibly cool. Like I said, I teach this stuff, and my students benefit from it every single day. And so many of my students have learned to write music and arrange music very quickly. I'm not talking like months and months and years. Literally, I can get them doing it within a day or two. Because I know the process, and then I can pass that process on to them. It's absolutely amazing to do. That whole experience was just totally incredible. Hanging out with friends, like I said, it's just one of the joys in life. But AI music is going to change this. It can materially change this. It is materially changing this. The reason is because it can create music so incredibly fast, and you don't need the skills to do it. You don't need to put in 30+ years of guitar playing, learning stuff, constantly being a student of music, constantly picking up new tips, constantly thinking about what you're doing, putting in the work in order to actually just create a track. You just need to be able to create good prompts. Now, do I think that's creating music? No, I don't. Not for a second. I don't think that's creating music in the sense of, look, you've learned a lot of music over your life. You've learned to play a guitar or another instrument, and your creativity is being drawn out as a result of that. Putting in a prompt into basically a computer and getting it to do the work, it's being creative for you on your behalf. It's kind of like somebody hiring me and saying, hey Jay, could you write a track for me? I'm like, yeah, sure. They haven't written the music. I have. They might release the music, but the reality is that the creative entity was not the person who basically prompted it. This is the thing about AI music. All of these people who are claiming to be musicians as a result of basically creating music via AI, that I feel is wrong. That's my personal view. You might think differently. Let me know in the comments if you do. But for me, that's not being a musician. That's not being creative. That is basically just using a tool in order to create something. It's essentially hiring a faux musician in order to create a track for you according to what you want to hear. The fact that AI can do it really super quickly and pretty damn well. I hate saying that. They can do it really awesomely well. Some of the results are just mind-blowing, and a lot of this is still in beta mode. which, you know, that's even more mind-blowing. What's going to happen when it's actually full production ready? It's just going to get better and better and better and better. Just like technology with amp modeling got better and better and better and better. What's this going to do for the music industry? Is it going to stop creativity? I don't think it will, because the people who are creative, look, it's an addictive thing. It's a personality thing. If you're a creative person, you want to do creative things. You will find a way to do creative things, whether they pay you or not. That's the crux of it, whether they pay you or not. This is really important, because this is where it will affect the music industry massively, in my opinion. It's in how people earn a living from being creative as musicians. I used to work in a record company, actually a record and film company, many years ago. In a previous life, I was a lawyer, an attorney. And I was an in-house lawyer for one of the major, super major film companies. And I saw how they operated in terms of seeing everything as a product. Yeah, everyone was like, yeah, we're really creative and we're kind of, you know. The reality was, I was a creative because I was a musician. I wanted to be a musician. I wanted to continue being a musician, even though I was working an office job. I still had my music going. I was still writing. I was still recording. I was still trying to get into a band. But what I saw from them was basically they tried the creative route in terms of being a musician or actor or whatever, and maybe they ended up here. It was kind of the substitute. This is just my observation, by the way. This is not everybody. It's just my personal experience from years and years ago. So they thought they were being creative by basically packaging something, and the latest and greatest, let's say, TV star or the latest and greatest pop star. I saw a lot of pop music being put together, as in bands put together. They weren't real bands, they were salaried. They actually got a paycheck at the end of each month or the end of each year, and you know, they had their houses bought for them and all sorts of things like that. That's how that part of the industry worked. They essentially created it. They had songwriters who wrote the songs and the music, and these people just performed it. And the record companies used to make an enormous amount of money from it. They probably still do. Did it stop creative people from being out there? No. What it did do was it stemmed the flow of income towards them. Now, my question is always, what's going to happen when record companies decide that, you know what, AI music has gotten so good that we can basically just cut out the musicians and just create the music? It's going to stop work for a lot of people. I even think about this from a YouTube perspective, as in I review stuff, right? What's going to happen when AI is able to basically create, let's say, DI tracks for a guitar? And a company can basically put that DI track via DAW through a reamp box, through their gear, and record it and have an AI generated whatever, and suddenly that's the review. What's going to happen then? I'm kind of lucky. I feel quite lucky because I do this for a living right now, and I'm still able to do this for a living. How long that will last, I honestly don't know, because the rate of how this is progressing is huge. It is enormous. But going back to this monetary thing, look, record companies, film companies, they all work on the basis of money. They're there to make money. They're not there to make stars. That is an illusion. It actually starts from, can we make money from this person? They will only invest in somebody if they think that they are going to make a massive profit from them. This is coming from the inside. I worked in the industry for 5 years. I saw the contracts, I saw how it all works. I know how the industry works. So if they can make more of a profit by cutting out the musical side of it, in terms of the musician side of it, the producers, the talent, they own everything. They have just created something like that. Maybe they'll get, you know, a singer or somebody to just perform to it and rock and roll. That's it, done. What's going to happen when they decide that, you know what, let's build arenas and venues which can do holographic performances, like with the ABBA experience. Let's cut out the musicians entirely, even for live stuff. Now I know that's going to be limited, because that's not going to happen in a pub, right? or a small club or something. So there'll still be spaces for creative people to do their thing. But like I said, from that monetary aspect, I can see this going in that direction very, very quickly, because like I said, they're not there to create talent, they're there to make money. Really, really important. Remember that. They are there to make money. I guess that's just my 2 cents worth. Will I stop because of AI music? No, hell no. You know what? I'm not even stopping now. I'm just getting better and better. Why? Well, because I enjoy this. This is part of my personality. I have to be able to do this, because if I don't do it, then what am I going to do? I will feel lost, to be honest, because I love what I do. This brings me to another aspect, which I kind of sort of touched upon earlier on, which is, look, it's really easy to put a prompt into an AI and have it do its thing. It's much harder to spend years and years practicing your craft and getting good at what you do. And I do feel that there will be people who, I don't want to use the word lazy, but I will use the word lazy. They are lazy and they don't want to put in the work, the hard work that comes with getting good at being a musician. Whether you're playing an instrument, whether you're singing, you know, if they can do it by just putting a prompt into a computer, then that's what they'll do. And suddenly, hey, look, I'm a musician. I've seen it. I've had people send me music, you know, and said, hey, look, I wrote this song. They haven't written anything. They've basically gone to maybe ChatGPT, you know, gotten it to do lyrics on the subject, and then gone to Suno or one of the other AI music creation tools and had that basically create the music. They haven't done anything. They've just learned to type. But now they're a musician on the same level as somebody like me who's been, you know, playing for, I don't even remember when. When did I start playing? 1989? What's that? 36 years or something? Which is a long, long, long time, right? So, yeah, it's an interesting one. Do I resent AI music? Look, no, it's out there. Resenting it is going to do me no good. I'm focused on just being the best musician that I can and enjoying what I do. So some food for thought. I would love to know your thoughts, so let me know in the comments what you think as well. You know, the one thing that AI will never replace, no matter how good ChatGPT is at interacting with you or Suno is at creating music, it's that human connection. That's what this was all about. That's what this whole video is about. It's about the human connection. Don't forget that. You know, when you get good at doing this, you have a human connection with other people. You know, you're never going to be able to, you know, call up or text Suno or ChatGPT and say, hey man, you want to go for a beer tonight? Or do you want to go see this concert? And then go and hang out with a friend of yours in person, in real, you know, in reality, in the real world, and do that. It's not going to replace that. Humans need contacts, they need connections, they need relationships. It will endure, but I think things will change. Like I said, I would love to know your thoughts. Look, this was a few hours of my time hanging out with my buddies and just having a great time. It took a few hours to do this track. The reality is, AI will do this in literally a couple of minutes, if you want it to. And I know people will opt for that, but I think they should opt for the former. Go hang out with your buddies, go and make some music with people. Learn to play an instrument and do this. Or just have fun just hanging out with them and just noodling around. I even do that with my buddies around here where I live in Brighton. That is a fun time. Yeah, AI can do it so much quicker, and it is scary how good the results can be. But hey, my advice to everyone is you know what? Don't go down that route. Do it yourself. Let it be a tool that helps you, but don't let it do everything. Don't let it take away your humanity. This is part of being a human being. Learning, evolving, experiencing, and hanging out with people. Yeah, it's what it is to be human. Being human is not chatting to a chatbot or an AI music bot. It's not. It just is not. But people will chase the money. If it's quicker for them to do it and they're getting paid to do it, man, they will go for that. We live in a capitalist society, you know, and I'm not blind to that. It's a reality. But stay human. That's my advice. Yeah, that's a good line for today, right? Stay human. Yeah, everybody stay human. So glad I got to share this little experience with you. If you enjoyed it, then make sure that you smash that subscribe button, hit the bell notification as well so you know when new videos are going to be coming out, and like, comment and subscribe. I would love to know what your experience is with writing music, whether you're a singer or you play an instrument, you're a drummer, etc, etc. Let's get a conversation going because this is such an awesome, juicy subject. All right, guys and girls, I hope you enjoyed that. Stay tuned to the channel because you will hear the full track when it is out. In the meantime, I'm just going to give you a little snippet of it. I hope you enjoy it. All right, have a great day and I'll see you soon, and happy songwriting. See you later. Bye.